Carson's Choice by Dale Meyer. Narrated for you by Tristan Wright. Prologue. Once again in the massive dining room at their compound, Levi looked over at Thomas and Amber, sitting close together at the huge dining room table. "Ah, the magic strikes again?" "Maybe," Thomas said with a nod. "Although I didn't know anything about your matchmaking plans, so a little more warning would have been nice." "Nope," Ice stated as she joined them, walking from the big kitchen area. "It happens with or without warning. You just can't escape it." She looked over at Carson and grinned. "You are next." "Like hell," he replied. "I just started working for you guys. I'm not next at all." "Yep, you are," Levi confirmed. "It always happens, so you might as well just accept it now." "I haven't met anybody," Carson noted, shaking his head, "so it's hardly an issue at the moment." "Well, you're likely to on this next job," Ice added seriously. He looked at her and smiled. "Oh boy, what have you got planned for me?" "Only the best for an old friend," she teased, smiling back at him. He groaned. "That could mean anything, though." "True," she said with a bright smile. "We've got an interesting case." He shook his head. "I'm not convinced. Sounds more like a job you're just trying to give me to get me out of your hair." "If that were the case," she said, "I would just put you to work on the back 40. But in this case, we have an old friend of mine. She's local, so she's in town here, but she thinks somebody is trying to kill her." He stared at her. "Do we do that kind of job?" "Not often, but like I said, we're doing it as a favor for a friend. She's 82. He winced. "And?" "I think she could be right." He stared at her in shock and asked, "What about the police?" "She already talked to them. She has no proof, no motive, no nothing. There are no suspects and nothing for them to go on. I've been talking to the police myself," she admitted. "They don't know how they can help because they don't have anything to go on with any of this. They can drive by her place every once in a while, but that's it." "So, I'll provide security to an 82-year-old woman who thinks somebody is trying to kill her?" he asked in horror. "And her granddaughter." He narrowed his gaze at Ice. "What granddaughter?" "Her name is Eva, and she's an art student." "Great," he replied. "That'll get her a job and a steady income." "Not?" She laughed. "Oh, I wouldn't say anything about that until you see her art," I said with a bright smile. "But the bottom line is that they need somebody there to see if anything's going on or not." "Somebody who's not connected. A fresh pair of eyes, I presume," Carson asked. Ice nodded. "Exactly. So I said I'd send you in for a week, but beyond that, I can't do much more." "Even that," he noted. "That's generous of you." "Like I said, she's a friend, and her influence helps us quite a bit too," she added. "I help my friends whenever I can." "Good enough," Carson said. "How hard can it be?" "I wouldn't say that because it could be serious. She has a lot of money, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the threats or not. I haven't delved into her financials or anything else because she is such a good friend," she explained with a wry smile. "If you find anything or see anything that's suspicious, or if you think something's going on that needs further investigation, you let me know, and I'll be on it in a heartbeat," she stated. "And when am I going?" he asked. "Now," she said, looking at her watch. "By the time you get there and get settled in, you should be just in time." "For what?" At that, Levi started to laugh. I noticed Ice left this part to the last. He looked at his wife affectionately as she grinned. "For the haunting," she added. "Haunting?" Carson asked. "Yeah," she stated, staring at him intently. "Apparently things go bump in the night, so I want you to find out what it is, who is behind it, and whether any of those bumps are intended to kill her." "If she's that old, anything like that could cause a heart attack," he noted cautiously. She nodded. "And that's for you to figure out. Oh, and by the way, say hi to Eva for me." Chapter 1. Carson Duggan drove up the long driveway through a big steel gate and onto the other side, feeling the might and the grandeur of the beautiful estate, although he didn't see much in high-tech security at the entrance. And if any were hidden along this driveway, how was somebody getting in and trying to kill the grandmother? The case felt odd. A favor for a friend, yet someone 82 years old, possibly nervous and
Sample complete. Ready to continue?